Right then, welcome back to the channel. This is Scouting Everton, the game where we're going to take a little bit more of a look at the players and how Everton are going to come and play against Manchester United. Yesterday we looked at Amorim versus Moyes specifically. This one is a little bit more of a focus on the team and the tactics. Now, if Amorim is building United around structure and repetition, David Moyes is managing Everton a bit more like a war room. Every game, every opponent, every setup will have its own plan. He adapts to the opposition to try and get a result. He doesn't try and play a particular way. He will try and match his strengths to your weaknesses and vice versa. It ain't pretty, but it can be effective. And this is his wheelhouse. Managing a club with low expectations like Everton, where he can try and exceed them, is where he lives. Everton under Moyes aren't here to dominate the ball. They're here to fight. So let's break down how. The David Moyes blueprint is organisation, duels, set plays, and transitions. The team and the system is built on those as 4 non-negotiables. Organisation, that's the first thing in his little tool set. Then it's duels, set piece threat, and the speed of transition. Everything else he doesn't really care about. On paper, it will look like a 4-4-1-1, occasionally like a 4-3-3. Sometimes it'll look like a flat 4-4-2. But the distances between the lines are going to be razor thin. Like, no team in the Premier League plays more compact when defending than David Moyes. They will sit 25 to 30 metres front to back, and they will try and suffocate all third-man runs, all midfield combinations, and try and win the scraps before putting the ball into space for their pacey wingers to go and get on it. Now, without the ball, against a side like United, they will definitely be 4-5-1 or maybe even 5-4-1. There are no high pressing traps, and it might even be 5-4-1 against us because he knows we're going to put our wing backs forward, and he might just go man for man across the back like that. There will be no high pressing traps. There will be no ambition. They will be invite you on, compress the lanes, and wait for a trigger. The midfield three, it's 3 grafters. With Gay, with Garner, and with Dewsbury Hall, they will operate as one unit. They will jump together, they will press together, they will foul you when needed, and they will give up nothing through the centre of the pitch. Then the likes of Grealish and Dyche, they will have to track fullbacks relentlessly. They'll have no option for it. They are second in the league when it comes to tackles won in the middle third, and they are first for aerial duels won. If you want space, you're going to have to go wide because you cannot play through the middle against Everton. And even then, they're going to double up on your wide man, and they'll crowd the box where they're likely to win a lot of aerials anyway, so you've got to put it in on the floor. In possession, straight to business. No faffing about with the build-up. You're going to see the likes of Tarkowski. He's not here to play triangles. He averages 9.8 long balls per 90, 78% accuracy, and his game is simple. And it's simple and effective because it's so simple. Hit Beto, win the second ball, break out. That's it. And if they do hold the ball, then it'll be move the ball to the left-hand side where Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, Diblin, their 3 left footers in the team, can be comfortable combining. And if they suck you in, it'll be a switch out to Ndiaye over on the right, who's given freedom to go 1v1 against his fullback. Tarkowski, he's the defensive anchor. Especially with Branthwaite out, Tarkowski will be in full command, and he wins more duels than any other player in the league. That's 11.2 per 90, and he controls Everton's back line. When Everton go long, which is fucking often, right, Tarkowski will hit the diags with a purpose. 60% of second balls are won within 12 yards of Beto or Alcaraz. That's their game. It's very simple to see what they're trying to do, but it's also very effective for Everton when they do it. But Tarkowski is the base. He's the organiser. He is clear it first, ask questions later. He is full-on red zone in it. In Dewsbury Hall, they've got a little bit of a string puller. Dewsbury Hall has been their most important attacking outlet. He will provide them with 2.4 key passes per 90, 1.8 through balls, and he's in the top 10 for final third entry amongst Premier League number 10. So he turns those interceptions from Gay and Garner into chances. If he's allowed to dictate the transitions, he will put you in trouble. And then within Ndiaye, you've got a bit of a wild card. Yes, Grealish is someone that United need to watch, and especially the way United line up with probably Ahmad over on our right-hand side. Dorgu likely be given the the task of dealing with Ndiaye, but he's a real wild card. We're looking at 6.1 dribbles per 90, which is a hell of a lot. 4.2 progressive carries into the final third, 5 goals, 3 assists, and they've all come from transition. I mean, that's a bit of what Everton are about, but even still, it tells you what they're like. You look at the data for Everton and you go, I know exactly how they're going to play. It's very straightforward. And when Everton win it in their own half, their instruction is very, very clear. It's find Ndiaye and let him run. And he is one of the league's best two-way dribblers, and he is the danger man if he gets anything open. On the left, you gotta acknowledge it. Jack Grealish is a threat. He's not the Jack Grealish he was at City, but you're seeing him resurrect a little bit of a role that we saw him at Villa. 3.2 chance created per 90, 2.9 crosses, 2.4 fouls. He's going to tuck in, he's going to link with Jules Hall, and he'll make the left-hand side of the pitch very difficult for you. It is slower than Ndiaye, but it's a little bit more clever, and it's how they break down teams that do sit in front of them if the transition isn't on. And in Alcaraz, you got chaos. He's the new version of Decore for them. He's going to crash the box late. He plays on instinct. He feeds off mess. He's got 6 goal involvements already, but he ranks 5th amongst Premier League midfielders for shots inside the box. So, like Moyes says, arrive late, arrive angry, and shoot first. James Garner, yes, midfielder. Currently playing right back for him, though. And his passing is sharp, 87% from deep, and he will drive forward. It is very much a makeshift solution for Everton, but he is effective with it. And if Moyes worries about height in duels, pacey wingers can be a bit of a problem for him. But if you put it long into his area, he will deal with it no problem. And then with Pickford in net, you have a goalkeeper that distributes it long. As a default, he hits 72% of his passes long, totally bypasses the first 2/3 of the pitch, and expect him to try and hit Beto from the off, straight from his 6-yard box. He then seems to have a little bit of a thing where they try and go Beto and Barry as a strike duo, sort of. Beto seems to be the one that's going to be on the platform. It's almost like a big man, small man sort of situation. He's going to win 5.9 aerial duels per 90. He will hold off the defenders and he will lay it off into the space. The space is Barry. Top speed of nearly 35 kilometres per hour. 7 goals combined this season with Beto. Times his runs off Jules Hall's service. And they won't get a lot of chances, but he'll be the one that gets them when they do. Now, there are some structural issues that you can exploit. Branthwaite's injury means that they've not got a left-side ball-playing defender. So progressive passes from the back have dropped down significantly since he's not been playing. The fullbacks, they're a bit patchwork, to be honest with you. Mykolenko can be solid, but offers fuck all going forward. The right-hand side, which I expect to be Garner, doesn't really provide them with any sort of natural width. Everton are 19th for touches in the opposition box by fullbacks, which tells you that they're just not going to get forward at all. The creative output is literally Dewsbury Hall and Grealish. That is it. If you stop them two playing, their open play chance creation is under 1 per game. Set plays, as we've already said, so many of their goals, 62% of all of their goals this season have been from either set plays or transitions. If you shut them down there, Everton just aren't going to score against you. And their squad is thin. So if you win the second balls, because Moyes is going to build up so much off second balls, and United are very good at second balls, actually. You beat them in that second phase, you take away so much of their ability to play. Don't get baited into going wide too early, because they will drop back and they will clog up the space you're trying to run into, and control the rhythm. Everton take their tempo out completely if they ever get a lead. So United have to go and get an early goal and then keep the game pacey, or drop it to our pace. Make them come and play against us, but try and keep the second ball intensity. And we have to be on it when it comes to set-piece defending. You lose one duel in the box, you're going to be behind before you know it. This is the sort of game where Harry Maguire probably should be one of the first names on the team sheet, because they're going to spend so much of this game with the ball in the air. So, who are you worried about? Anybody? Or is it a case of play our game, get the job done, get an early goal, and then just see the game out? I'm worried about subs for United, to be honest with you, because if the game does get scrappy late on, United will... Everton will move us around because they're just going to launch the ball and send us backwards constantly anytime that they get it. So it's a game that you'll end up doing a lot of running. So United need to control the game with the ball. And we haven't really shown that we can do that just yet. But it's a winnable game for us. Tomorrow we'll have a look at exactly how United do win that game. But let me know your thoughts. Who's the threat that you're worried about at the moment in this team? I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.